I had to throw my hat on for this one because they talking about Vivica Fox regrets 50 Cent breakup by River TV. We gonna see what we talking about here, straight from New York. We got 25 Cent. Let's get it.
Don't date 50 Cent and don't date no damn rappers.
Oh, she, that's how she feel?
The one that, dang, kind of blew that one.
About the mistakes that you made in life and how you overcame them. Is there one that comes to mind for you where you go, dating 50 Cent?
Did you learn anything from that relationship?
Sure, let a man be a man.
Well, Ben and Jen did it again. Why not?
Upset, they're mad, and they will be loath to admit it that they know in their heart of hearts they've missed their shot. And you can't turn the clock back.
Here we are talking about Vivica A. Fox and 50 Cent all over again. Okay, I don't know what's going on with Vivica. The relationship was over 22 years ago.
Damn, it's been that long? Shit.
Relationship lasted a span of, I believe, 4 months. Okay? 4 months. I was under the impression, even while doing these reactions throughout the years about Vivica and 50 Cent, that maybe they were together for a really long time. I was like, does my memory deceive me? Is it me who doesn't realize that the two of them had been together for like a long time, long couple years span? Like, is it me that's chirping? No, it's not. Okay? I don't know what the situation is, but there's always ebbs and flow of Vivica A. Fox going back and talking about 50 Cent. There was one time that she said, certain things that she basically regretted letting him go because he was the one that got away.
I've said this many times before. 50 Cent was the love of my life. He was the one that, dang, kind of blew that one.
So I guess,
I wonder what happened there.
The train has come back to the stop all over again. And so now she's telling women that they should never date 50 Cent. So I'm going to go ahead and press play on her most recent clip that she talked about this situation. And we're going to deep dive back into this all over again.
Fire to chase after their dreams. Don't date 50 Cent and don't date no damn rappers.
This is screaming bitter energy. If this relationship was 22 years long? It was over 22 years ago and she's still talking about my boy 25? Come on, sis. Tweaking. And she's shrugging and laughing. Like, this shit is not funny. I don't see no joke. It's embarrassing. You embarrassing yourself, twin. Come on, Vivica.
Yes.
And then when they do that, facts! They trying to get the crowd with them. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Vivica. She did her thing, you know what I'm saying? But like, come on, mama. You gotta let it go. You gotta let it go. 1 minute you say 50 Cent was the love of your life. Next minute you against him. What the fuck? What my boy 25 do to you?
Wait, just so you know, it took me years to be able to laugh about it. Right. I had to learn to laugh, not to cry no more. But I did it. Yes.
Now she got up there ready to preach a sermon. Vivica. Now, this is the thing, okay? It is very hard for me to believe, maybe it's hard for you guys to believe, and this is simply my opinion, okay? It's very hard for me to believe that Vivica Fox does not regret not being with 50 Cent.
Agreed. Because she bouncing back and forth. And then her body language also exudes that she doesn't believe what she's saying either.
Okay, regardless of all these things that she's saying, it's very hard for me to believe that she does not regret it. And the reason why I'm saying that is because it has been 22 years.
Damn, it's been that long.
She said, don't date 50 Cent, don't date no more rappers. Was there any other rappers that we're aware of that she's been with?
And that's why it's a bitter message. That's why, you see, some women have this thing where if they date one dude and that dude does him dirty, or it could be vice versa. He's just a stand-up guy and he had standards for himself, and he's like, yeah, I don't want to deal with you no more. You're too much, right? They will label the entire male race as a detriment to society. When it's like, no, You see how she said, don't date 50 Cent and don't date no rappers. You never dated another rappers to my knowledge.
Because from my understanding, that's the only rapper that I know that she's ever been with.
Okay.
And you're telling women not to date these rappers, but then again, you said that he had you like all up in the house, and he was, treating you like a princess, and you had the I could do better by myself mentality.
This the shit that keep y'all sing gold. Water, bro. Am I bugging? River TV is spitting that ball.
And you ruined it.
Had been used to taking care of myself. 50 wanted me to be his princess, and I didn't get it. I didn't get it, so, my fault.
What a contradiction. She's saying here in this conversation
that hyper independent shit. I've dealt with a shorty earlier this year that was hyper independent, and that shit is so fucking annoying to deal with. Shorty came through to my crib. This is when I used to work at an IT job, right? She came over, right? And she was just like in the living room. This was when I didn't have my furniture, right? And my couch had just came, right? And then she was like, I'm gonna start putting together the couch for you. I was like, oh, okay. I told her, in my mind, I said, oh, okay. But I was like, nah, I got it. I appreciate you even trying to do that. And then she just keep on insisted that she did that, right? So then I was like, all right, but don't break it. You break yourself over there, right? So I get off the clock. She's mid building the couch and shit. And then I get in. I'm trying to help her. She's like, nah, I got it. Stay over there. So I throw my neck back. I'm like, the fuck? Right? I'm like, let me help you. Like, it's my couch. She's like, nah, I get it. You gonna mess it up. Mind you, we've never built any furniture together before. So I don't know where she's getting this notion that I'm gonna mess it up. Right? So I'm like, I'm gonna help you. Right? So I start putting the couch together and shit. And I put one side upside down by mistake. Right? I'm just like, oh shit, I think I put the side upside down. And then she like caught a whole attitude. She was like, see, this is why I didn't want you to fucking work on the couch. Hold on, who the fuck are you talking to? And first of all, this is why I didn't want you building my shit. Because putting together furniture is a fun experience for me. You taking this shit like we're gonna win a Olympic gold medal for putting together this perfect ass couch. Why are you catching an attitude over that? I peeped that. I was like, nah, I don't want to continue dealing with a shorty like that. That shit is nasty work. Don't know how to, play team. Don't know how to do teamwork. Shit is annoying. Let's continue this video.
Oh, these women who want to chase their careers, don't date 50 Cent and don't date no rappers.
Fire to chase after their dreams. Don't date 50 Cent and don't date no damn rappers.
To me, it sounds like you had regret just, what was that, a year ago? About not actually, putting certain things to the side and prioritizing your relationship at the time. That's what it sounds like to me. I don't know if you guys are getting something different, but that's what I'm hearing.
That's what it sounds like.
Anything from that relationship?
Sure, let a man be a man. That's the biggest lesson that I learned dating 50 Cent was that when a man wants to take care of you, let him.
Then she goes on, other public platforms and says that he was always and he will always be the love of her life.
Like, he was the love of my life. I will admit that without any reservation.
I ain't gonna lie, Vivica, she was fire. Word to bro. Vivica, fire.
He will always
My boy 25 Cent had good taste. Word to bro.
In my heart.
4 months. Okay? 4 months they were together.
Wow.
And that is the tune that she is singing to for all these years. There has not been anybody else that she has replaced him with. There has not been a man to fill the seat, and to, marry her and stay with her. The test of time. 50 Cent has gone off into a multitude of different relationships, had a child, and all the above.
And she still want my boy 25. Ain't that a motherfucker? He only been with her for 4 months. And this is the kind of impact he had on Shorty. That's tough. That's tough. Imagine if you had just let him be 25, 50 cent. You could have been the 25 to his 50. You could have been the 75 to his 50. You slaughtered that John, though. You wanted to be independent. You ain't want to hear nothing that a man had to say. Based on what I'm hearing here, you could do everything dolo. Just sounds super problematic. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy work. And then now you're trying to defame his character in front of the peoples. Talking about some facts. If you don't put that shoulder back, bar. That's a bar. I should be a rapper. Hey, yo, 50. Holla at me.
And she's still standing right there. I think this also speaks to the fact that, you know, women genuinely always have no problem rejecting men, but women genuinely cannot handle rejection. Like, if a man is with a woman and he breaks up with her and she does not feel good about it, or she doesn't get the closure about it, or she knows that she did something, was at fault for it, she can't let it go.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Talk to him, River!
Simply just for the fact that he dumped her is one of the things that are having her hang by his coattail, which is, you know, sings to a greater conversation of women wanting to be loved by men who do not love them.
The relationship broke up after the World Music Awards. I came back and he was on the radio saying he dumped me. I was telling everybody, you guys broke up. And I was like, we did?
Are you dead? You too old, mama. You too old. That's the Lulu talking. This is that Delulu shit. You too old, mama. Vivica, come on, twin. You making the shorties look bad. Come on, man.
Now, I cannot bring up Vivica Fox without talking about her impact when it comes to black cinema, when it comes to the fact that she absolutely was that girl.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Most definitely. This ain't got nothing to do with that, though. This is a whole nother conversation. I'm not discrediting her at all when it comes to her work. Legend.
She absolutely was stunning, fit, in shape, looked good, like, you know, was on it. She was in pretty much every movie, every
Facts.
black cinema movie she was basically in. And so she was exactly who she thought she was at that time. But to me, it seems like when the two of their lives collided, when he gave her that compliment, I think she saw this person and was like, okay, like, this is a great revamp. I'm going to go, you know, get me this younger guy, and, you know, we're going to run off into the sunset. And she latched on to that, so much so that when it came, you know, out of her grasp, she didn't know what to do with it.
We met after he said the thing to Soul Train at the Soul Train Music Awards, and I want to thank Vivica Fox for wearing that dress. Which I was shocked. I mean, I don't know if you go back and see my reaction. I was just kind of like,
I want to thank Vivica Fox for wearing that dress too.
That nigga, my boy 25. Yeah, I'm proud to be from New York. You know what I'm saying? My boy 50. Niggas gonna get what they get. You know what I'm saying? Word to bro. La 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 la. Ooh. Ah man. She was bad, bro. She was bad.
A true person who moves on from the situation and does whatever healing was necessary from that time 22 years ago would have moved on into maybe a healthier relationship.
I'm going to start saying that. If I see a shorty in the club, I'm going to grab the mic and be like, hey, yo, shout out to shorty in the red dress. And just drop the mic, walk off. You think that's going to work for me? Like, what? You know what I mean? You think... Like, real talk, like, I want to hear y'all in the comments. Y'all think that's going to work for me? Let me know.
And at the very least, even if they did not move on and they chose to be single, whatever the case is, they absolutely would not still be talking about their ex from that long ago.
That's a
especially
fact.
A relationship that lasted a blink of an eye. They absolutely would not be doing it. And so I hear the words that are coming out of her mouth. I hear the advice that she's giving to these, women that are out here and trying to do things. I hear the preaching that she's doing, talking about how she can laugh at it now because she used to cry about it. I hear all of that. But to me, it just sounds like bitterness.
It does.
Upset, they're mad, and they will be loath to admit it that they know in their heart of hearts they've missed their shot. And you can't turn the clock back. And this doesn't give me any particular pleasure to say it. The fact that most will die alone is maddening to these women, and they're going to make black men feel their pain. Why? Well, especially if you're a woman like that, where you've accomplished something. You're not working retail somewhere. You're not working as an accountant somewhere. You actually have had a career. She looks at her non-black counterparts, and they were able to parlay that career into access an opportunity with other men and to lock down a man and produce a family. You can look at the women who are the most angry or the most bitter sounding and ask them, what have they done with the education, income, and access that they have? They always want to throw it up in your face, what they got. Okay, but what have you done with it?
I'm sorry. No shade at all, but that's what it sounds like. It sounds like, embarrassment and regret wrapped in strength. Wrapped in, I'm going to make him the brunt of my jokes.
I'm so glad she said it, because when I say it, everybody think I'm misogynistic or this, that, and the third. When I just be saying it for what it is. Y'all know I love y'all, baby. Listen, baby, if you watching this video and you single, I'm from New York. You heard about us, word, bro. You see how I tried to do the whole thing that he did on stage, 50? I'm going to shut the fuck up.
Now, obviously, 50 Cent got wind of this situation, and he took to social media and he left this comment. As you can see, he posted this picture as if he's in the Matrix, and he has one hand with a blue pill, one hand with a red pill. And he says, either way, I'm going to have that A in the Matrix. You know I love me some you, girl. But damn, it's been 22 years, Vivica. And then he has
the one thing 50 Cent know how to do is throw a jab on the internet. He be wildin'. He be wildin'.
OG. And I think we can all agree. I think we all don't get it. I think we all don't understand the need for her to say these things. I mean, even in this situation, it seemed like it was some kind of summit. Like, it's not even like there was so much media there or whatever the case is. And it's just like, it's something that she clings to bring up or to remind people of, like, just in case y'all forgot, me and him was together, and, he is who he is now, this, big boss CEO, whatever the case is. And that's my man. That was my ex. But, don't let these men play you. It sounds like I said before, false to me. It just seems like, because I'm just trying not to be like rude or disrespectful or anything, but it just seems very fake. It seems very fake. It seems very performative. That's how it seems to me.
About the mistakes that you made in life and how you overcame them. Is there one that comes to mind for you where you go?
Dating 50 Cent, was difficult. Because I really, really cared for him, and I loved him very, very much. And I always will. But he just wasn't right for me.
Well, Ben and Jen did it again. Why not? Don't date 50 Cent and don't date no damn rappers.
Because I don't see the need to have brought that up. Before you say, you need to make sure that you're in, if y'all want to go with the boss chick narrative, okay? We all know that leads to a certain road that a lot of people always end up regretting not tending to the relationships instead of tending to other things. But that's neither here nor there. Even if the conversation was like, hey, maybe you got to prioritize your business or whatever the case is. But
I remember I saw a shorty, like, she had a how to be a boss babe book on her table. I should have known that shit wasn't gonna work out. It just made me think of that shit. I should have fucking known. I should have looked there and been like, yo, can I read a couple pages off that motherfucker? I should have known. I don't know I forget who the book was written by, but it's like one of the celebrities. She had that shit on the table. The fucking bookmark was like 30, 40 pages in. This shit was thick. I should have known.
No. She didn't say, she said don't date 50 Cent. She had to call his name. She had to.
Free promo.
She had to.
Free promo.
And like I said before, it's like, because she was in that short-lived, thrilling relationship because he treated her like a princess, because he showered her with gifts. And now she's like, man, he's at way more of a surplus of money than he even was at that time.
Oh, he's very generous and very kind and a gentleman. But for my birthday, he filled my entire house with my favorite flowers, which were Casablancas and gardenias. And literally a van pulled up with flowers. Like, they kept bringing this stuff. I was like, more? More?
And you fumbled that. And you fumbled my boy 25. You fumbled him. That's tough.
I believe, in my opinion, that she feels if I would have played my cards right, I can imagine what my life would be.
Oh, yeah.
And so, since I did not have the life that I dreamt of with that man, I don't want none of y'all young bucks out here getting that either. So I'm going to go out here and tell y'all not to date him.
Jealous.
That's what it seems like to me.
Jealousy,
it seems like some kind of reverse psychology she's trying to use to weed out the competition because she know that his ex that, you know, he was with before they not together. That's what it seemed like. That's what it seemed like.
Oh, man.
And this is why I always say to women, if you want to be married, you need to prioritize relationships. You need to prioritize the vetting process. You need to get to know yourself as well. And you do not need to be sitting down, listening to nobody, giving you advice from a place of regret or bitterness.
Bar! This is a bar.
Because you going to get the same results that they got. Nothing. No results.
Hey, man, shout out to River TV with another banger. The video will be in the description if you want to watch the uninterrupted version of it. But she be spitting. I'm aware of who she is. She be spitting. But hey, man, if you like this video, make sure to follow on the Instagram. Link for that will be in the description. And if you guys want to learn how to grow on the YouTube, I have a course that's $50. You can pay in 2 installments. You can pay $25 this month and $25 the next month. You know what I'm saying? Or you could be like every other scammer that's been wilding on the course. You could put the $25 down and then change the credit card information and, you know what I'm saying, not pay the other half. You know, so I don't know why you would want to do that, but people have been doing that, right? I don't understand why, but you know, people gonna do what they do. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep the price how it is. You know what I'm saying? I might just take away the installment. Nah, I'm gonna keep it there. It's all good. Yeah. Love you guys. Like, comment, subscribe, and gasaki amada word, bro.